Okay, here's the second part of this game. The first boss battle, seeing Rayman versus Hoodlum with a giant machine that use strings to move the legs. You have to use your power-up weapon to hit him. And defeat him. You can also take a chance to ride it, which is awesome, and take down the hoodlums as well. You meet the first doctor, who tries to help Glowbox get Andre out. Yeah, they'll be doing that throughout the entirety of the game, and you'll be visiting free doctors are a bit less useful. Now we cut to one of my favorite parts of this game. And I let that turn loosely. The best thing about this third game, besides the graphics looking beautifully done, is the one and only the swamp level. Yep, just like in Rayman 1 and 2, there had to be swamp levels. But not any type of swamp level, but a swamp level where Rayman fights two of the weirdest characters you'll only see in this sequel. A swamp lady named Farnax, which her name is never mentioned in the game, which our hero never says. And I find this part hilariously awesome, that you have to avoid her attacks. Once you get hit by her potion, you'll turn to a frog. You can only hit her when she's a frog. Also, sounds like she said, excuse my language, and if YouTube's gonna put a M word to it. Sounds like she said, damn it. And when she takes a hit. You know, for kids. Anyway, once you defeat her, you go through the magic mirror that randomly transports you into another swamp. There's not much else to say, so I'll just skip at the parts. Or you'll see for yourself throughout this entirety of the game. There's more secrets that you'll find in the game. Like what Rayman's doing. Like this one right here. Next, we finally get to one of my most interesting, one of the greatest boss battles of all time in Rayman history. And I'm gonna say it one more time. This is one of my personal favorite ones in the sequel. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Raise Off. And I gotta admit, I love this boss battle. When I was younger, I loved beating the crap out of this guy multiple times. But seriously, he's one of the best villains in Rayman history. The way he's dressed up in red, the way he got that rifle shooting out stakes. I really love this guy. I really do. Because he's tall, skinny, he got big shoes. And he looks like a weird lizard thing. Not to mention, I already shaved all my beard off. Anyways, in the game, you fight this guy not once, but twice. You can avoid his sharp stake weapons, and most likely his spikes every time when he runs away. Also, you have to rescue Tinsies in his kingdom and save whatever those creatures are that are chained up. And stay hidden from the crates and from being shot off of his attacks. Next round you fight him again, but this time he's on a big huge dragon ball, which I find pretty neat and freaking awesome. It's kind of impossible to avoid his attack without taking a hit. Believe me, I tried. Believe me, I really tried. And just like that, he's defeated. And get stumbled upon that. This lady again. Okay, this is the land of the dead, which is a calm, peaceful, serene. And we finally get the lumps back. The fruits are actually quite useful to jump on platforms and throw at enemies. I can actually hurt them. And we get to another challenge of this game. Rayman purchasing his own shoe. When you use the power-up, you have to fight your own shoe to get a high score. This is one of the most annoying parts of this game, because I have to get used to doing this every time. And you'll lose one hit point every couple of seconds. I almost find that scene entirely pointless and a waste of time. And just to pad the game longer. Anyhow, we finally get introduced to another hoodlum that uses his magic spout to do a force field on the hoodlums from taking damage. So you have to take down the hoodlum, which you didn't see now. I'll have to defeat them from defending them. Now you have to go to the tower, to the very top, just to unlock a new part of the dimensional world you had to go to. While I find more hoodlums on the way, including the bigger one, on which you have to use your power-up to defeat him with. And fight another boss that looks like a big huge jack-o'-lantern robot with arms and legs, while swimming underwater. To defeat this boss, you have to spin around every couple of seconds to avoid his attacks. while his missiles are heat-seeking missiles coming at you, and you have to throw it back at him. And like that, he's finished. And finally get to the doctors while I find more hoodlums.
Oh, no, nothing can be done. The black llama's like totally lodged himself in your brain, see? And the problem is, I can't find it. But I know a guy who can help you. He's like a specialist in like hollow cavities, and he lives in the desert of the Canarin. Well, gotta go.
And
my plans.
And he's a hippie, of course. And you go to the desert, or not, the Carnards. This is where the game gets a little bit tougher and harder. Because in this level, not only that you have to fly up, which I forgot to mention, there's the power-up. The tendencies to explain about the Canards are the weird creatures that are invisible, and you have no choice but to run away from them. And try to avoid them. And hearing their voices are downright scary. And they'll carry items to hit on the switch and hit the gong to alert them, so you can just try to avoid them. While that's happening, Globox get captured by one of the Canards, and it's up to Rayman to save his friend Globox once again. After all that madness, finally get to the Canard King, who's a very short king, and his henchman, and is the lead leader of the Carnards, that look like frog face people with long skinny arms and legs with sharp claws. Yeah, this is Red Flax. He's gonna be the main villain of this game. Not only that you have to fight him, but he'll show up again during to the end of the game. Spoiler alert, he's the final boss. So you have to climb side to side and while getting the power-ups, the only way to defeat Red Flax while flying his spinning attacks. You can only damage him when he has his staff, which is the only way you can hurt him. And once you defeat him, you get an interesting cutscene on what Rayman's power is. And what does Rayman get from that ability? By sticking out his tongue and turning the black lumps into good lumps. That's pretty much it. Well, the doctors show up and finally he let Andre out.
Dude, like the lava is so fast. If he finds the energy to multiply, all is lost. Exactly.
Andre finds Red Flax. If they work together, they can destroy Rayman once and for all. Which is not a good sign for our heroes. So now they have to go to the Snow Mountains. Which will cut to this scene right now and do it in part 3 of Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc, where our heroes succeed to defeat the evil Andre in time, or the world is doomed as they know it. We'll see in the next part of this review. Goodbye.